Hey all, today I'm going to be discussing one of my favorite games and arguably one of the most beautiful VR games ever, in my opinion, No Man's Sky. Let's get into it. No Man's Sky was one of the most anticipated titles of 2016. Upon release, there was a lot of disappointment and many people labeled the game as lost. Due to a bit of overpromising and a lot of overhyping, the No Man's Sky anticipation was a pressure cooker for disappointment, and upon release, No Man's Sky was ground to pixels by the gaming community. Hello Games hadn't helped by arguably overhyping their online capabilities, as well as a long bit of silence before finally getting back to their angry game base. They very quickly learned from their mistake, and the game rebounded with expeditions and a level of support that is unprecedented in today's gaming climate. No Man's Sky currently enjoys a healthy and interactive community with tons of free content drops. No Man's Sky has really become a major hit, with a mostly positive opinion. In 2019, Hello Games brought a full virtual reality support to PSVR and PC VR. And let me say, wow. I have been a No Man's Sky VR addict ever since. With its VR release, there were a number of fun bugs and bizarre happenings, but in between all that, there was some really amazing and immersive gameplay, the likes of which didn't exist. And No Man's Sky has really kept up with the advancement of their VR support, and managed to maintain top-tier VR game status ever since its inception, with the exception of a few valleys and just dip-outs completely. As No Man's Sky has progressed beyond their hardware, yes, as the beloved title evolved onto the flat-screen VR rendering in general, VR playability had a bit of a stutter. Rendering was terrible and even non-existent at some points. I remember sadly donning my headset to these realizations. Around the release of PS5, No Man's Sky got a bit better with the added power. No Man's Sky was again playable on the PSVR, and became even better with the release of PSVR 2, as it was billed as a main name on the OG PSVR 2 lineup. While it was not where it is at now, the game was still an amazing and must-have VR experience. In 2023, they released a massive update for VR alongside the Fractal update. This was a huge boon to an already amazing game and a fad they kept up with all through 2023 and even into 2024, with the most recent Omega Expedition bringing even more refinement to the No Man's Sky VR experience, as well as just universe all around. As a launch staple of the PSVR 2 gaming catalog, this game really takes advantage of the sense controllers, adaptive triggers, and all-around haptics in both the headset and the controllers, making exploring and mining one of the 18 quintillion possible planets all the more immersive and satisfying. It is hard to describe, but imagine exploring an amazing planet with caves and bizarre creatures and bizarre underwater worlds, or almost any type of world you can imagine. Think about the possibilities of walking to your ship, getting in and flying into space, only to look around in all directions and find you're in these places. Not only that you have the freedom to explore the massive universe in whatever way you can imagine, it becomes something different. In VR, not only is it a beautiful and satisfying experience, is an experience in which you yourself decide the boundaries of play. Will you follow the main quest? Will you drift among the stars? What will your headcanon be? To me, this is what No Man's Sky in VR offers in a beautiful and unforgettable VR experience. A chance to explore the stars as whoever you decide you want to be, and whatever point in time, in whatever specific save you may or may not designate for whatever type of play. It is whatever you want it to be, and that's the beauty of it. From cliff jumping on a paradise planet to practically flying on an airless planet, exploration is amazing and unique. Flying is its own game, from low altitude land speeding, casual paced star travel to intense aerial combat. No Man's Sky has packed layered upon layer of fun and worthwhile content, which is a must-see VR experience. With the adaptive hardware support, The overall attention to look and feel as far as gameplay mechanics are top-notch, The game looks amazing and keeps you immersed and full. If I could only have one VR game, this would definitely be on the short list. I'd have to think about it for sure. What do you think? Are you a No Man's Sky fan? Do you only play VR, or do you play flat as well? If you only play flat, are you interested in trying VR? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for everyone who stopped in. I really appreciate your time. Please like and subscribe. Have a good one.